Hey everybody, what is going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to cover the top 15 pitchers in MLB The Show 21 to date, all right? So you guys do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. You guys can catch me live here today at 11 a.m. Central, right here on the channel on YouTube. We'll be playing against subscribers for Subscriber Sunday. We do that every Sunday on the channel. Here in a couple weeks, though, we'll be doing the giveaway for the Ronald Acuna Jr. autographed mini helmet here live on the channel during Subscriber Sunday. So you guys make sure to subscribe. That's the only rule. That's it, man. All right, so let's go and get right to the video here. But first, make sure to check out the sponsor on today's video, ahmlb.com, where you guys can get cheap stubs to finish those collections off and get those awesome cards for your squad. Use code BIG at checkout for 5% off. All right, you guys, so we're going to cover the top 15 pitchers in MLB The Show, both starters and relievers. All right, now some of these cards, I'm going to be completely honest with you, they're a little pricey, all right, but they're the best cards in the game, so some of them are a little pricey. That's going to happen. If you guys are needing stubs and needing to get stubs, you guys can click on the join button to find out information. I have an exclusive video in there for members only that you guys can check out. It'll make you a million stubs every 2 to 3 days. It was about every 48 hours. It's about 48 hours. It just kind of fluctuates a little bit, but it's right there. You guys can get all the cards you need. But here we go. The first one, obviously, Jacob deGrom. Clearly, it's 99 deGrom. All right. This card is probably the best, but I think there's one to challenge him. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But deGrom is insane. Having outlier on cards, any cards this year, is absolutely OP. And once you get this thing parallel, look at this at P5, 124, 120. From a starter, I mean, those are closing pitcher kind of numbers right there for like a 99 closer. This is crazy to have this much control and these types of pitches. And like I said, having the quirk of outlier. And if you guys don't know what outlier is, allows that primary pitch to go up to 102 for the fastball. For the sinker, it's gonna be like 101. It'll probably max out at. But that combined with the workhorse quirk will allow them to be able to throw that the entire game. So that's kind of been a problem this year, maybe for some of us. But it's great. This is probably one of the most OP cards though in the game. Let's check out the next one. All right, so up next on my list here, we've got 99 overall Shohei Ohtani. This one is one of the collection rewards here from the All-Star Series. This is a great card. A lot of people struggle with this card, I've heard, but the difference in the pitch speed differentials on this card, if you can really figure out how to mix your pitches in, this can be a very effective card for you. That 125 clutch comes in handy as well. And then we all know about the hitting stats. My God, I mean, you know, it's Ohtani. So this card, to not have this card on the list would be ridiculous in my opinion. Now, you might struggle with him. There might be people that struggle with some of these cards. But overall, I think these are the best cards for pitching in the game. All right, so the next one we've got here is another starting pitcher. It's going to be 99 overall, Nolan Ryan. This card is insane. I've almost got this thing to P5, and that's very important with this card in particular. And we're going to be making a video about this later in the week, explaining what I'm talking about here in great detail. But when you parallel cards, the changeup drops in speed. All right, so what this shows right here is that changeup's going to drop. When the velo goes up, the changeup drops. All right, so this thing gets slower and more effective and raises the pitch speed differential to a greater number when you get this thing paralleled. So this card is sick if you can mix in the off-speed pitches. You've just got to mix in stuff. I know he doesn't have a whole lot of horizontal movement, obviously, on pitches, but people are sitting on that fastball, man. Don't throw it as much as you probably think you should with this card. It's great. All right, so the next one is another starting pitcher, 99 overall, Felix Hernandez, the perfect game card from 2012. Check this out, man. It's free. This one's free, all right? So you can get this one, as well as the deGrom card. That one's free also in Team Affinity. So this one, 122, 102 on the hits and Ks for 9. It's going to make that opponent PCI just absolutely tiny. He's got the changeup as the primary, and the slurve on this card makes this card very disgusting. I think having the cutter also is very effective and important on him, but he's got great control also. So you guys are pinpointing corners with this and just dotting. It's a great card that everybody should have in their staff right now. All right, the next one's going to be 97 overall Lance Lynn here from the Chicago White Sox. This is a great card, man, one of the All-Star Game cards here. It's kind of underrated. I don't think a lot of people take a look at this card maybe as much as they should, but having the sinker on this card is pretty filthy. He's got a good five pitch mix. I wish he had a little bit more, maybe a slider, but he's got the cutter so you can throw it like a slider. It's a good card though, 115.90 on the hits and Ks for 9. If you get it worked up a little bit with parallels, then obviously those numbers are going to climb. And again, the pitch speed differential thing's going to work with that changeup too on him. It does it for everybody. So it's something I learned from the ball player method doing that. But yeah, I mean, this is a great card. He's got great control. It's a great card for everybody to check out. I'm not sure what his price is right now in the market. Let's look. He's a little pricey. He's a little pricey, all right. But like I said, that stub method, we can get you this card this week. So you guys check that out if you're interested. All right, you guys, we couldn't still make it out of a pitching video, and it's in August, man. We're in the middle of August, end of August, and Edward Cabrera. This card is still disgusting. He's still one of the best starting pitchers in the game because of Outlier. That is the reason. It helps that Nolan card also. But this thing has Outlier on that sinker. I know they nerfed sinkers a little bit. It didn't really do a whole lot. They're still very effective just about anywhere in the zone. This thing's crazy. Look, he doesn't have the highest hits and Ks per 9, even once you get him, to P5. But compared to some cards that are out now, but he's still filthy. He's still filthy to hit. So, a lot of people are starting to get used to him maybe a little bit more as the year goes on. But I think he's still one of these top tier starters that you can take and have in the game. All right, the final starting pitcher we're going to cover right here is 99 overall Justin Verlander. Look, this thing's expensive right now. Get your 40 wins, get to World Series. You can get this card out of the choice pack. It's absolutely insane. This is the one that I think could rival deGrom. In all honesty, I'm dead serious. Jacob deGrom's 99 could be rivaled. And the reason is simply because instead of the two-seamer, which is a bit worthless with deGrom, he's got a cutter, all right? And the cutter is great. Now, he's got good pitch speed differentials. Again, great break on all the pitches. If you look at the control on all the pitches, I mean, this card's awesome. Plus Outlier. He's got Outlier on that fastball, just like deGrom does. I think this card might be challenging for that card for a little bit better. Unfortunately, we're still going to see a lot of deGrom because less people have this card. It's a little bit pricey now, and you got to do a little bit more to earn it. The other one was free. So, but those are the last of these starting pitchers. Let's cover the relief pitchers that are the best and closing pitchers that are the best ones in the game right now. All right, you guys. So this one's a free card right here. You can go earn this throughout the Team Affinity program. It's the Alex Reyes card, 96 overall. Alex Reyes, closing pitcher here for the Cardinals. Great card. He's got Outlier. He's got Outlier on that sinker, not the primary one, but the sinker. So that's pretty crazy. He throws at 101, just kind of like that Edward Cabrera we were talking about, but 125, 117. Great hits and Ks per 9. Great clutch on this card also, and then velocity and break is insane. So this is a great card to have in your pen for those get out of a pinch situations that we all seem to get ourselves into. But I love this one, man. Great card. All right, the next one's going to be another free card. All right, so we got a lot of free cards here for the bullpen, and you can really line out your bullpen with not a lot of stubs, but Josh Hader through Team Affinity here also. Great card, great lefty. They gave him changeup on this card, so that's important because without it, it's not the greatest. Sometimes the live series struggles because of that. But 125 maxed hits and Ks per 9, great. Pitching clutch, awesome. Maxed out again. 99 break, going to be a great card for you to use in any situation there against some lefties out of the pin. All right, if you've been doing your daily moments, this next one is actually free here. You just have to go earn it and do the program. But Joe Nathan, 94 overall. Joe Nathan, this prime card. This is actually a pretty good card, you guys. Like, I think it's kind of an under the radar card, but in my opinion, it's really good. 112, 111 on the hits and Ks per 9. He's got filthy, disgusting movement on these pitches, in my opinion. And he's got great control as well. But that slider is just nasty from him, man. It's got so much movement on it. It just kind of falls out of the zone like a changeup would at the last second. It's like the ball just dies. It's weird. And he's got 120 on the pitching clutch. Awesome. You can get up to 124. So this is a really good card, man. I definitely suggest checking this card out and adding it to your squad for a little bit and seeing how it works for you. All right, this next one's another free card, man. It's another free card. So all these have been free so far for the bullpen. But Gregory Soto, relief pitcher here, a lefty with Outlier on that sinker. All right, so it's a lefty Outlier. That's nice to have. It's kind of nice to have to mix it up a little bit. So 124, 114, great hits and Ks for 9. 99 velo, we just talked about that. And then the break is going to get up there to 99 once you get him to P5. So look, they're relief pitchers. I know it's a little harder to get him to P5, but he's got a great pitch mix also. This is a really nasty card, and it should be on everybody's radar right now. All right, we got to cover 99 Goose. This card is just great, man. 125 maxed out hits and Ks for 9. The slurve is disgusting on any card that you can get it on. He also has on that four-seam fastball, the primary pitch, he's got Outlier. So, I mean, it's Outlier. What can you say about that? You know, like, you guys are noticing the pattern, I'm pretty sure by now. If a card's got Outlier, try them out. They're probably pretty decent. That seems to be the OP kind of meta way to pitch right now. So this is another great addition. All right, one of my next guys here is Rob Dibble. Look, I know it's a 95. There's been cards that have come out since. This card's not too expensive in the market, 40,000 stubs-ish right now, but 110, 125. Look, I don't usually pitch well for whatever reason with cards that have a higher K per 9 than hits per 9. I don't know why, but this card I do. This has been a great card for me. He does have outlier on that fastball. Everybody's sitting fastball on this thing, man, and you get him with that cutter or that slider, and it's filthy. And then they start sitting on that, and then you just blow that 102 by him. So I love this card. It may be on there all year. I have no idea. For me, right now he's got a spot, and I think this is a really good one. Just still at this point going forward in the year. This one right here, another free card here, Kendall Graven. 92 overall Kendall Graven. I know this is kind of crazy, but he is a free card out of the July monthly awards program. The reason this card's on here, man, of course he's got the maxed out hits per 9, 101 on the K per 9, but look at the pitch mix on this, man. He's got the perfect 5 pitches. It's just kind of filthy, man. He's got great pitch speed differentials, great break. It's a good card to come out of the pen, and you know, you can kind of squeeze maybe a couple innings out of this card. I'd reserve a card that has this kind of pitch mix for a couple innings at least, just to kind of get a little bit more out of them. But great card here in Kendall Graven. All right, y'all, and here it is, the last one. It just came out here recently, 97 overall, aldous Chapman. We got to go with this card. I mean, how is this not great? The pitch mix they gave this thing is nasty. I mean, sinker, slider, you know, fastball, obviously, with the outlier on it, splitter and changeup. He doesn't have outlier on the sinker, only on the fastball, but still. He's got good control, actually, for Chapman. He's got good control on this card. And then the pitch break. Look at this. It's almost maxed with 4 pitches. 2 of them it is, and the 2 are just a few spots away. You might be able to get it to max with those once you parallel it. I'm not sure how that'll work with that, but it's a great card, man. These are my pick for the top 15. Like I said, I know some of them are expensive. This one in particular, but most of them are pretty cheap, man, in all honesty. Like, most of them are free. It doesn't take a whole lot of stubs to get them. And you guys can click that join button. Like I said, check it out if you're interested. Find out there's an exclusive video in there for members only. It'll show you guys exactly how you can make all those stubs to get every card I just showed you within a couple of days and stack out the pitching side of your squad. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Y'all do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. Make sure to catch me here live on the stream at 11 a.m. Central today. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Peace.